Let's talk about the Lord of life. Hello, I'm Eddie Lawrence, and here's today's devotional thought. We're continuing in Mark chapter 5, verse 21. We left the man among the tombs, delivered and well. Jesus crosses back over the sea, and he's met by another large crowd. In the crowd is a ruler of the synagogue named Jairus. He has a 12-year-old little girl, and she's at the point of death. As you read on the story, there's several things happen. We're going to spend a few days here, but as you read on, we find out, yes, she is 12 years old, and she actually dies before Jesus gets there, but he raises her from the dead. And we're going to look at several aspects of this, but we see in this that Jesus is the Lord of life. In Mark 4, he shows he's the Lord over the natural elements. He calms the wind and waves at sea. Then we see his power over the demonic realm. He delivers the man inhabited by legion. And now we're seeing he's the Lord of life. That is, he has power over death. He raises his little girl from the dead. But here's what I want to talk about today. Jairus was a ruler of the synagogue, but when he finds out Jesus is back in the area, knowing how desperately ill his daughter is, he goes, he finds Jesus, he falls at his feet, and he worships him and says, if you will come and lay your hands on her, she'll be healed. See, it didn't matter that he was a ruler of the synagogue in that moment. It didn't matter how it might affect his credibility as a ruler of the synagogue. It didn't matter that he would humble himself and fall at Jesus' feet in front of a multitude of people. What mattered to him was his little girl. He was a father who loved his little girl, and his desperation brings him to kneel at the feet of Jesus Christ. And oh, dear friend, when we get in desperate situations, that's the same place we need to find ourselves, on our knees, worshiping at the feet of Jesus Christ. He's the Lord over the storm, he's the Lord over the demonic realm, and he's the Lord over death. And we'll find out also in this chapter, he's the Lord over disease, but he's the Lord of life, the Lord of life. What we need ultimately comes from him. You know, the book of Colossians says that all things that have been created, God created through him. Oh my goodness. Jesus is Lord. If you're desperate today, find yourself at his feet, worshiping him and casting your cares upon him. Jairus said, if you'll just lay your hands on her. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, not today. But he knew Jesus could bring to him what his heart so desperately sought. And thank God that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. I hope you know him. If not, give your life to him. If you're in a desperate situation, spend some time worshiping him and trust him with the outcome. God bless you. Have a great day. Thanks for passing this on to other folks.